talked about tribalism and shamanism, but we can also call it polytheism. This is the idea that deities exist in rocks, trees, the sun, inanimate objects. Everything almost can become a deity. Shintoism is such a tradition, but Hinduism is not polytheistic, as I'll explain in a moment. Henotheism is that system of the city-states where one god predominates but doesn't control all of reality. We may recall in the Greek myths, Zeus was the all-powerful among the Olympians, but was inferior to the Fates. He could not control past, present, and future, and thus was not the omnipotent creator of the universe, unlike Jehovah. And speaking of Jehovah, this God Yahweh or Jehovah, or the God the Father of Christianity, or Allah of Islam, is the only deity and is not part of our world, is in no wise human or earthly. So there's a gap, we can say symbolized by the cross in a way, a gap between the heavenly, the sacred, and the profane realm, the worldly, to use a Christian term, versus the heavenly. So with this perspective, we usually see the linear time frame as well. Monism is where we should place Hinduism, properly speaking, because behind all the gods and goddesses, there is one universalizing essence called Brahman, and all things are an aspect of this Brahman that underlies all reality. The Buddhists have emptiness, and the Taoists have the yin and yang or Tai Chi symbol to point to the oneness of everything. In this situation, there is no gap between the natural and the heavenly, or the worldly and heavenly. In this monistic worldview, where all things are part of one big system. Absolutely every religion that exists as a product of syncretism, mixing of beliefs. We can find countless Babylonian elements in the Hebrew Bible or the book of Genesis and the first 5 books of Moses. Likewise, what would Christianity be without Judaism, or Islam without Christianity? Similarly, Buddhism without Hinduism, and both of them without the Jain faith influencing them, the oldest of the 3, they would not be what they are today if it weren't for the mixing. So don't let anyone ever tell you there's a pure faith on this planet. Then in the modern world, scientists like T.H. Huxley, who coined the term agnostic, said, I can't know if there's a God or angels or fairies, and you can't know either. Only science can prove things that are trustworthy and believable. More extreme than agnosticism is atheism, which denies existence of God, not merely questioning it or saying we can't know, but saying that the idea of God is itself a destructive presence in human society and it should be dumped